filling up on gas right now. We're heading about hour and 10, I think, away. We're going to pick up a 2005 Isuzu. I don't even remember the name of the model, but pretty cheap SUV. Has some problems with it. Hasn't ran in a while. I think it still runs, but they don't run it anymore. So we're gonna go pick it up and see what we can do with it. All right, let's hit it. We got the 16-foot car trailer on here. Should do all right. We're gonna see if this person's gonna turn on their headlights or not. Or just stay behind them so nobody rear-ends them. So there we are, loaded up. It definitely has a big misfire going on in it. Not sure what that's about yet. Let's get this thing home. Alright, so we got our unloaded last night. It's actually really nice looking. Like, you know, nothing crazy special, but clean interior, clean dash, flat screen radio. Oh, just a GMC Envoy rebranded. We got a pretty heavy misfire going on. It just sounds like one cylinder, to be honest, but it's definitely not firing at all. I did see some check engine light codes that are already being thrown, so I think the first step is going to be let's go pull those codes and see what it gives us, because I'm betting money it'll probably tell us what cylinder it is. If not, hopefully not, multiple cylinder misfire. Alright. Read the codes. Let's see what we got. Okay, cylinder 2 misfire detected. Cylinder 2 misfire detected. Okay. Not multiple misfires. Alrighty. So now that we know we have a misfire and we have confirmed it as number 2, that makes things a whole lot simpler. So the first thing we are going to check to diagnose a misfire and where it's coming from is, we know it's a number 2 cylinder. So we're going to take the coil pack off the number 2 cylinder and put it on number 3 and then take number 3 and put on number 2. If that misfire follows to number 2, or number 3, sorry, then we know it's misfiring because of a bad coil pack. And that's a very simple replacement, fixed. If it doesn't travel, that means we're going to try testing compression. If it fails a compression test, we're in muddy water then. We're pretty much toast. If it passes the compression test, then we can look at the fuel injector. Is it spraying fuel? And you can test the wires going to number 2 coil pack to see if it's shooting power down there. If it's not shooting power at it, it's not going to fire the coil pack, obviously. But like I said, we test the coil pack first. Alright, so we're going to get started here by removing this. From what I can see online, it looks like the coil packs are directly underneath in here. I'm not a crazy GM guy. I've never owned a lot of them or anything like that, so I don't know much about this motor. Alright. See if we can't get this boot loose here. Man, it is on there. There we go. Overall, this vehicle does look like it's been maintained pretty well. Just from what I can see, there's not a lot of crazy stuff that hasn't been done to it. I can see a brand new power steering pump down there. Someone cared about it at some point. Get this stuff pulled. One bolt, alright. I'm assuming we're probably missing a couple. There's your coil packs. Alright, that's what I was banking on, was under there. Alright, now this being an inline 6, with being an inline 6, because like I said, I don't know much about this motor, that should be number 2, it should be 1 through 6. That's brand new coil pack right there. So, 1 failed. You can guess, maybe, that the rest started failing. Come on. It's not giving it up. Wow, okay. Got a lot of oil on the end of it there. It's not a huge deal, I see it on a lot of cars. So that's 2, and that whole valley is full of oil. It's not ideal. Okay. I want to dry that up first. Unless number 3 is still is full of oil too, because there's no point in drying it up. Alright, yeah, that one's dry. So let's clean that up before we stick a brand new coil pack down. Yep. Yeah. So now we're going to throw number 3 into number 2, like so. Snug that down, and then we'll put number 2 and number 3. Plug them in. And I'm going to plug in our map sensor too, because I'm assuming that's what this is. Alright. Now we got that plugged in. We clear the codes, fire it up, and see if the code comes back on number 3 instead of number 2. So right now we're just waiting on the ECU to realize that the engine's misfiring and throw us a code, but it's not doing yet. So it's been running for about 5 minutes and hasn't thrown a code yet. I don't know why you can do this, if you don't want to wait, because I might have to take it out for a drive to confirm it. But another way you can do this is if I come over here, so this was the one that was misfiring beforehand, and we move the coil pack over there. If I yank this, here it get rougher, and it smooths it out. If I pull this one, absolutely no different. So that tells me right there that that coil pack is junk. Alright, so I ran down to AutoZone and they had it in stock. So there's our brand new coil pack, and that's the bad one. Come on. If it'll give it up. There we go. Sometimes you gotta push in then pull. Get out of there. Junk. Throw the new one in. Nice and tight fit. All one good crank. Alrighty. Now, when we start this up, all the misfire should be gone. Alright, let's see what happens. Nice and smooth. Alright, so clearly now our misfire's gone. I think everything else in this is good. It looks like it just had an oil change. The guy bought it off of had receipts for that. Coolant's full. Trans fluid looks good and full. So I think now we're just going to reassemble everything, and now we got our good running and driving car. I mean, there's more to diagnosing a misfire, which hopefully I'll be able to show in a future video of doing like compression tests and stuff like that. Slide that back on there. That back on there. That'll go into that slot right there. Alrighty. Tighten up the clamps, put the bolt back in. And alright. And there we go. With that, we have a engine that's no longer misfiring. This is a Vortec 4200 inline 6. Just an FYI, I don't think I mentioned that, if you didn't already see it on the cover. But no more check engine lights. No weird lights on the dash, I don't believe. Probably startup lights. See if everything goes away. Yep. With that being said, thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to the next one. I don't know what we're going to haul home next. It's just kind of whatever comes up. But I kind of like to do some more classics. But yeah, I'm really happy that was a simple fix. I was really thinking with the 200,000 miles it might have a wiped out rings or something, or a stuck valve, bent valve, something like that in the head. But luckily it was just a coil pack and simple fix. But yep, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.